Hey, happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It is the 6th of May, um, and I hope that everyone is enjoying their week so far. We're halfway through the week, and I hope you guys have completed a couple of the assignments that I posted. If you're looking to do your extra credit, I'm going to get this cursor off my forehead so it's not distracting. That's what I hate whenever I do these things and I'm done. I'm like, oh, that stupid cursor was like right in the middle of my eyes. So, hope everybody is doing fantastic. Hope you guys did those assignments. Remember, everything that you do is just extra credit. So, if you had an A in the class, your grade's not going to drop any lower. But if you'd like to get it a little bit higher, please use this time to jump it up. Make sure to just email me when you complete stuff so I know what your what you've turned in, and then if anything's missing on your grade book or things aren't matching up well, just let me know. I'll work with you and figure it out. So today we got a really short lecture, and then we'll continue on with it, moving on through tomorrow, and we'll just keep building on it. So we're doing urinary system. It's a very easy chapter, very quick, and I've noticed that we're kind of behind on things. I got like a month left, and I'm going to try to cram the rest of this book in through the rest of the year. So if I'm moving a little fast, I'm sorry. What I might do is just cut out the assignments and then just do a little bit more lecture or give you guys things to do kind of on your own so that you're learning at your own pace. So we'll probably do lecture today. I might do reading review questions tomorrow is what I planned, either tomorrow or Friday. So, and then the other day I'm going to do a lecture. So we'll just see how it works. And we'll just get going. So I also posted a class update today. If you want to check it out, please do that. Oh, that's the wrong button. So here we go. Let's go over chapter 11. So like I said, it's going to be really quick. So just hang in there with me. And remember, as we go through this, as I get to the next slide, just pause the video if you're going to take notes, and then write down what you need to write down, and then play the video again. So urinary system, what is it? What's the urinary system used for? The urinary system is used to filter out any type of wastes that are in our body. So we have structures such as the kidneys, the ureters, the bladder, the urethra, and we're going to go over all those today and then just go over the review questions that are on the slides. So first off, we're going to start with the kidney. Kidney is the bean-shaped organ. You can see it right here on the right-hand side. That is located on the posterior side. So this is actually not a good illustration of where the kidneys are. Yes, this is anatomically where they are, but we'd probably be looking more at an individual who is turned around on their posterior side, so we'd be seeing their back. So it's located along the lumbar region. And our ribs, if you guys remember back to chapter 10, our floating ribs, ribs 11 and 12, help protect the kidney. So we have the renal cortex, which is the outer area of our kidney. So there's two layers. Outer cortex is the renal cortex. And then we have the renal medulla, which is the inner area of the kidney. So just remember, kidneys, be able to identify them. You should be able to just look at them and just go, ooh, that's kidney right there. Moving on, let's talk about a nephron. So nephron is a microscopic functional unit of the kidney. So it forms urine in the renal corpuscles and tubules by the process of filtration, reabsorption, and secretion. So just remember that. Our kidneys, going back to this, act as a filtering system. So think of if you have an aquarium at home, it filters that water through. I've never had an aquarium, but maybe some of you guys have aquariums at home and it filters that water through. Our kidneys work just like that. Or if you've ever seen like at a pool, they usually have like, you're probably not going to a community pool or anything or anybody else's pool and going, oh, hey, where's your pool filter? I want to check it out. But pools also have a filter to get out all of the gross bacteria. If there's leaves in the pool, it filters everything out and it's constantly pumping in chemicals so it cleans it for those people who are peeing in the pool. So it's safe for all of us. But just remember, kidneys act in the same way that we are filtering out the bad and keeping the good. So the renal corpuscle is the beginning of urine formation. We have the glomerulus, which causes transportation of waste products for filtration. So you can see our glomerulus is right in here. Then we have the Bowman's capsule, which is the beginning of waste removal. So all of those connected together help with getting rid of waste. We also have the renal tubule, which is the sorry, I'm going to go back here. So moving on from the renal corpuscle, remember we have the renal tubule, which is the end of urine formation, and it's a transportation of that urine to the renal pelvis. So it comes out, goes through the ureter, and drops into our urinary bladder. We have collecting tubules, which also lead to and terminate at the renal pelvis. This is still for nephrons. Our next structure is the ureters. So our ureters, after all this filtering has taken place and we've formed our urine, the fluids that we want to be excreted out of the body, our ureters are these yellow tubes that are connected to the kidney. You can see down here. And then if you zoom in on this little guy here, that's our ureter. So they attach to the kidneys and they descend down to the urinary bladder. So they're vessels for carrying urine in a peristaltic wave from the kidneys to the urinary bladder. Remember, peristalsis is that contraction, squeezing motion. So think of when we swallow food and it goes down our esophagus. That's a peristaltic wave that's pushing the food down to the stomach. So same thing happens here with the kidneys moving down to the bladder. And then we're going to move to the bladder here. The bladder is a hollow muscular sac, and it just acts as a temporary storage area for urine. And then we'll talk about the urethra. So the urethra is down here at the very bottom, descending off of the urinary bladder, is a tube that carries urine from the urinary bladder to the outside of the body in a process we call urination or voiding. So voiding. So just remember a couple things here before we go to the review questions, and then we're done for today. Like I said, it's going to be short. But remember, our urinary bladder has stretch receptors in it, just like our stomach does, just like other structures in the body. But our urinary bladder will sense when it's starting to fill up. If it starts to get to that point where it's very full, the stretch receptors send a signal to our brain that goes, hey, it's time to go to the bathroom. You need to find a bathroom right away or else you're going to pee your pants. But like I was explaining to my third period, because we're also on the urinary system for Intro to Health Careers, so I'm sorry for some of you who take both those classes, we're doing the same thing. But what I explained to them is like, sometimes it creeps up on you because you feel like you're fine, and then all of a sudden, like, oh my gosh, we've probably all been in that situation where like, oh my gosh, I gotta go to the bathroom, like I can't hold it. But one of the funny things I've been seeing on Twitter is that now, like all of a sudden, because we're in quarantine, everybody has nothing else to do, there's the pee in your pants challenge, because it seems like everybody has to come up with a new challenge every day during quarantine. But the new one that I saw, I don't know if it's real, but I saw it's the pee your pants challenge. So that's the cool thing going around the internet. So hopefully none of you guys are participating in that. But just wanted to get that off of my chest because it's just like, okay, that's weird. Let's go down to our questions and then we'll finish up for today. So name the 4 organs of the urinary system and what is the main function of the kidneys. So we have our kidneys, our ureters, our bladder, and our urethra. Those are the 4 organs of the urinary system, the main structures that I want you guys to know by the end of this unit. What is the main function of the kidneys? It's to remove toxic products from blood by forming urine. So it just develops those wastes and then gets them down to the bladder so they can be excreted. What is the nephron? Question number 3. What structures comprise the renal corpuscle? And then what are the functions of the glomerulus and the Bowman's capsule? So let's go over those real quick. What is a nephron? The nephron is a microscopic functional unit of the kidney which carries out the process that forms urine. Number 4, what structures comprise the renal corpuscle? That would be the glomerulus and the Bowman's capsule. And then follow-up question for that, what are the functions of both the glomerulus and the Bowman's capsule? Well, the glomerulus, brings blood to the nephron for filtration, whereas the Bowman's capsule begins the formation of urine. So it helps with that urine formation process. And then we'll stop there. You guys probably already made your prefixes, suffixes, combining forms. So just remember, kidney is always referred to as either nephro or reno. And then we have our pelvis, pyelo, ureter is uredo, and sounds like weirdo. And then number 4 is bladder, can be cysto or vesico. So we'll stop there for today. Like I said, simple day, very easy, and then we'll continue to keep advancing through this chapter. We'll try to do quick, small little chunks that I'm not boring you guys for, 20, 30 minutes straight. But I did post, like I said at the beginning, I did post an update. If you guys want to check that out today, that'd be great. And then if you have questions, please remember to email me. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Hope you guys are all well. I'll talk to you later. Peace out.